there's a bunch of different ways. You don't have to be just doing strictly remote work in order to figure out the nomad life.
All of this Eric did over. This whole camper was redone, and he redid the countertops, the stovetop.
And then there's also a ton of storage. So one of the benefits of a truck camper, comparatively speaking to say a van, is right out of the gate, you get a massive amount of storage. I'm Eric.
I'm Marissa.
And this is our camper, the Cummins camper.
So this is our kitchen area where we spend a lot of our time. We do most of our cooking in the camper. So I'll start up top and show you. This is where we keep our pots and pans and all of our plates and some glasses, bowls. Here's our pantry area, well, one of our pantry areas. We always have a lot of produce. We stock up on our produce because we do eat in and we try to, you know, make vegetables and fruits part of every one of our meals. We have our garbage and our recycling and cleaning supplies underneath here. As well as our water filter for our water filtration system. So all of this Eric did over. This whole camper was redone, and he redid the countertops, the stovetop. We removed our microwave oven and we added in a flat screen TV. And then behind the TV are our batteries. So they're indoors now versus in outdoors. And then we have spices up here and then more spices down here. We also have a slide out second pantry. This is where Eric's snacks are. All of our cooking oils, cups, hot sauces, stuff like that. We use this every day. It's got great storage options. Here's all of our cutlery and any utensils that we have, and then little knickknacks and storage that we have down here. And then in here is our closet as well. So this is our hanging closet where we have most of our clothes in here for anything that, you know, we wouldn't want to get wrinkly on an everyday basis. So this is our dinette, our dining table, our gathering spot when we're in the camper. We have a few things. This drops down into a bed, so you can sleep 2 short people or small people or 1 larger size person. It's about 5'8" in length. So here we have our storage for all of our electronics and stuff is in here. So this is any kind of computer supplies, anything that we have relating to drone footage, camera footage. And then Eric came up with a genius creation over here. So if you just move down this cushion, we have a pantry here for all of our liquor and our extra food and backstock, so we can go off-grid longer and not be stuck with just the small storage spaces that we have over here. We also have our fridge, which is a pretty large size fridge. It's kind of like a game of Tetris when you put everything in, but you can fit everything that you have in a normal size fridge at home. You just have to make it go together in the right ways. So we, you know, stock up pretty well, and we always have enough food on hand for when we want to make a delicious meal. We ended up in this lifestyle because we were both working, you know, 9-to-5 traditional jobs. He was sometimes working 7 days a week, and we were just getting wiped out. And we knew we wanted to travel, and we wanted to see, you know, everything that this country has to offer, and hopefully eventually make it to other countries. We have done Mexico, but we wanted to experience what the world had to offer. And now with remote work being so accessible for so many people, it just felt like it was the right time for us to go. And we set a date about 6 months from
the actual
departure date, yeah, and then we left, and we've been gone 15 months.
So this is our bathroom. It is a wet bath. So what that means is you don't have a separate toilet and shower compartment. They're all merged into one. So it's good and bad. It's nice on the space conservation standpoint, but we probably would take more showers if we had a dry bath and could just hop in, take a quick shower, and not have to dry it out after we're done. Some of the things we've done in our bathroom to make it different and unique: we have a composting toilet in here from Nature's Head, which is a game changer for us. As a lot of people probably know, with the Nature's Head, it's pretty tall, so we do have a squatty potty in here. We also have our cat's litter box, and our shower setup that, again, we use sometimes, but not too often. We usually shower at Planet Fitness, keeping ourselves from having to make this into a wet scenario and allowing ourselves to keep it a little cleaner, a little easier. So one other thing that we did with our bathroom is we set it up so that our cat could get in and out really easily. There's a cat door that we got off of Amazon, and I was able to just cut out a little template of how it was supposed to fit, blast a hole in there, and now our cat can go to the bathroom whether we're in the camper or not, and we don't have to have the litter box like under the table or on the floor. It's able to be tucked away in an area that is isolated, so any cat smells stay in the bathroom where the other human smells are. I would say one of the biggest pros and cons of living in your vehicle full-time compared to living in just a normal house is the curveballs that you get thrown while you're on the road. The fact that your house is attached to your car, and when certain things break, you are feeling really alone and really like disadvantaged at that point, that you need to figure something out quickly because you're in who knows where. It could be Mexico, it could be eastern Wyoming, it doesn't matter. If you break down on the side of the road with your house, you have to get out of that predicament. It's just not the same as being in your hometown or on your way home from work, where you just call a tow truck and they tow you home and you go back to your sticks and bricks house and the day goes on. But in full-time nomad life, like when things go bad, it seems like they go very bad very quick.
Yeah, but there are so many pros that go along with that. We have the beautiful landscapes that we get to park next to and sleep next to every night.
Yep.
There's so many different things that we're getting to experience in places that we never thought we would get to go.
And the people.
Tons of people. We've met phenomenal people on the road. You know, the pros and the cons. The pros definitely outweigh the cons.
Without question.
It doesn't make us want to ever stop this lifestyle. We don't see an end in the future.
Yeah, I agree. I think we're going to be in this for the long haul. At this point, we can't envision ourselves going back to living in a house at any point, really.
Any point, yeah.
So this is our bedroom. We've made a handful of different changes up here. We upgraded our mattress to a 10-inch memory foam. We did a tongue and groove headboard instead of what was there from the factory. We've also changed to a max fan up here. We're looking to finish off this in a nice decorative way. We've also got an added fan up here that's directional to keep us cool at night. We put in a 19-inch TV. And then there's also a ton of storage. So one of the benefits of a truck camper, comparatively speaking to say a van, is right out of the gate you get a massive amount of storage. So Marisa and I each have our own sides for clothing. Hers is all on the side of the bed that she traditionally sleeps on. Mine is all over here. I'm able to have all my shorts and my pants up on top. And then over here are t-shirts and tank tops, socks, underwear. Got some hats hung up over here. We've also put USB cords or USB plugs in each person's respective corner. And that way we don't have to have our inverter on all the time in order to just charge up basic items like our phone. And we also have our cat's bed up here. Our buddy Hayes, he's able to have his spot over in the corner by the window, sucking in all the fresh air.
So we get asked a lot what we do for work on the road, and we manage and own Airbnb properties. So we have one on a lake in New Jersey, and then we have one at a ski mountain in Killington, Vermont. We own those two, and then we manage other properties. And we just recently purchased a van, ProMaster, Winnebago Travato, and we're currently renting that on Outdoorsy and RV Share out of Las Vegas. So if you're looking to experience the lifestyle that we're living, you can hit up our website and rent our van.
Yep. Other things we do to make money on the road, we've supplemented income seasonally with that Airbnb business. So This spring, we were in Salt Lake City for 14 weeks where I picked up work doing what I used to do in the past, which is working on boats. We've done other things that are like gig jobs. We recently just went and cleaned houses or cleaned hotel rooms at Timberline Lodge up at Mount Hood. So there's a bunch of different ways. You don't have to be just doing strictly remote work in order to figure out the nomad life. There's a lot of people that will live in an area for 3 months and be a camp host and then move along to the next place. Or they'll do the remote job if you're accredited for it and that's the type of lifestyle or work style that you're used to doing. But yeah, for us, we do the Airbnb thing and then supplement our income with other short-term jobs. All right, so the outside of our camper, we've got our dirt bike rack on the back that's a custom fabricated setup with 3 different attachment points to the rear of the truck. That way we have less side-to-side play and we're gonna be a lot safer going down the road with my brand new 2023 Gas 300. We also have our moon shade. We love our friends at Moon. They build an awesome product. One of the best things about this awning is the fact that it actually provides shade at an appropriate height, unlike the factory awning on many truck campers. Usually they're situated up so darn high that you don't get any applicable shade underneath. But this one, we can move it to the other side of the camper. We can have it out here on the slide side out. And it gives us just a ton of outdoor recreational space to hang out and enjoy the beauty of nature. Additionally, we have our Max Tracks up there. Thankfully, I've only had to lend those out to other people to help save them. We also have our Trasharoo on the back, which if you don't have a Trasharoo, I thought it was gonna be an overpriced garbage bag, but it is something we use so frequently and we love it. One of the things that makes our rig different than many others out there is the fact that we put our truck camper on a flatbed. And in turn, we were able to optimize our storage space by putting these toolboxes in here rather than just having the dead space of a pickup body. So we've got everything from spare parts for the truck, extra tools, ladder, and then in the winter time we'll actually put our skis and our snowboard in there. And in the summertime, I take those same skis and snowboard out, I disassemble the skis, and then the skis actually get slapped into our bumper. So this is our 2015 Ram 3500. We've mated it with a 2005 Lance 981. On the front, we have our adventure hammock system. We love this. We use this from literally Walmart parking lots to beaches. It is the easiest way to get out there and enjoy a hammock rather than trying to tie it up to a tree or find another rig to tie off to. Set it up and deploy it in less than 30 seconds and you're hammocking immediately. On the roof of our camper, we've got 480 watts of solar. We have 2 Battleborn 100 amp hour batteries. We also have a predecessor to the DC to DC charging system. It's from Battleborn. What it does is it connects the alternator to the house batteries for 15 minutes and then it disconnects them for 20 minutes to allow the alternator to cool off and also recharge the batteries of the truck so that you're not underdoing those batteries charge state. So one thing we did during our year and 2 months of being full-timers on the road was we took our back seat and completely deleted it. Originally we thought friends and family were gonna come out and meet us on the road all the time. And although they do that, it's just not at the frequency level that we needed it to be in order to keep this back seat around. So we took the back seat out and put in a platform, and it's kind of a 3-tiered platform. So on the bottom section here, I've got a bunch of tools and underside storage, and then we've got totes. So we carry our Starlink in here, some podcasting equipment in here. I've got my one wheel, a lot of my dirt bike gear goes in the back here, and it really allowed us to carry a lot of extra things that were otherwise cluttering up inside of the camper, cluttering up inside of the storage boxes, and have them in a neat, organized configuration that optimizes all our space in this rig. Like I would tell people, yeah, just do it. Don't sit there and micromanage your own future and overthink the fact that tomorrow's not gonna work out perfectly just because you quit your 9 to 5 and you decided to move into a van that you haven't even finished building out. Just go whatever the rig is. Yeah, if it's a minivan, a Toyota Corolla, this truck camper, get in it and start. You don't need a ton of money. People think that you need to have this massive savings account in order to disconnect yourself from a 9 to 5. But if you're willing to be hardworking and dedicated to this lifestyle, you can figure out so many different ways to make that leap and make that
Just
work.
Do it, yeah. There's many people we've met on the road in our travels as well that are families and they're out here doing it. There's tons of communities where it's all RV families that travel together, and most of the time you are staying at campgrounds, but you don't have to be, and it's just anyone that really wants to experience this and try it, you just need to do it. Just do it.
Yeah. don't sell yourself short. So in terms of where you can find us on social media, you can find us at The Cummins Camper, and you can find us there on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. We also are working on a podcast. It's called Met You on the Road. We're working on a bunch of pilot episodes for that, where we're going to be interviewing fellow nomads right here at this table, going over questions about their lifestyle and how they ended up on the road and what it takes for them to keep the wheels turning. So yeah, that's called Met You on the Road. So you can follow that on Instagram, and look forward to having that out in a few months once we get a whole bunch of episodes going. But yeah, we want to say a big thank you for being here and checking out our home.
Yeah.
We look forward to seeing you out on the road.
Yeah, thanks so much for coming. Bye.
Bye.